Are you guys still struggling to hit or have issues making contact with the ball in MLB The Show 26? If so, this is a video for you. I'm going to be giving you some beginner, let me stress that, beginner friendly tips on what you could do to try to start practicing and trying to improve your swing in this game. Now, a lot of the information that I'm going to be sharing today is from a beginner's perspective, okay? I want to stress that, all right? For you guys that don't know me, my name is BMC. Welcome to the channel BMC The Show, where I share tips and other things that I learn about the game because I am also a beginner at the game. And we're going to be playing a lot of Diamond Dynasty on this channel as well. A lot of my content will be centered towards that. But I wanted to start off with showing you guys some tips on what you could try to do to help improve. I am also improving myself at this game every day. I am a beginner as well. I feel like a lot of tip videos that you see online are coming from the pros, which is a good thing and in a sense a bad thing as well. I feel like personally, just my personal opinion, because if you're a beginner like me at this game, when you get tips from a pro, you have to understand that those guys have been playing for such a long time. And because they've been playing for so long, that some of the tips that they give you, you might not be able to necessarily pick up on it, on the tips and information they're giving you as quickly as someone coming from a beginner's perspective. So that is my goal and mission for this video. I don't want to keep it, too long or anything like that, but just want to kind of share my thoughts and opinions on what you can do to try to help improve hitting, because I know hitting is something quite a few new players that I've talked to and that I've experienced with kind of struggle with just a bit. And why am I not pitching? Why am I not batting? Batting. Okay, so first thing you want to do is whenever the first tip that I'm going to give you guys as far as a beginner goes is patience, okay? Give yourself patience, all right? Wait for your pitch, okay? That is the biggest thing that I feel like a lot of beginners, they're just trying to swing at everything. They want to hit every single thing that is thrown at them. Every single thing that is thrown at them, they want to swing at. Wait for your pitch, okay? Wait for them to throw the strike. Wait for them to throw it into the strike zone, something that you think you can make contact with, and then you go from there. See, like I thought that was going to be outside the zone, so I didn't swing at it, right? So that's the biggest thing, and I promise if you practice patience, I promise you're going to be able to hit 50 to 100 times better, okay? I mean, just another example. Watch the pitch, wait for it, and then you just follow it. Now, a couple things I want to go over that I need to stress to you is your settings. Cameras, okay? Your hitting view. Another thing. Strike zone. I use strike zone 2. You can use whatever you want, but strike zone 2, if you can see here, do I have it? I have my camera might be blocking it. I'm sorry. Let me adjust my camera here. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me adjust my camera here so that way you guys can see this just a little bit better here. Hitting view needs to be on strike zone 2, okay? Maybe not necessarily 2, but to me, that's the best view, okay? Now, they have a new thing in the game this year called hitting depth of field, all right? I would recommend you turn that on. Me personally, it is a preference thing. I personally like it on because it allows me to focus more on the pitcher, and it kind of blurs out the background. It gives it like a that gives you the depth of field view, basically. Kind of like like a camera on a phone would do when you're trying to take like a portrait or something like that. It will allow you to focus better on the pitcher, because that leads right into my next tip. So that's your camera options tip, right? Next thing is this. Focus on the pitcher, okay? That is something from a beginner's perspective, someone just starting this game, that I feel like a lot of people do not do, is watch the pitcher. What I like to do is try to look at the ball as fast and as quickly as possible, okay? So like as soon as you can get eyes on that ball and kind of track where it's going, that's what you need to do. See, like I'm locked in on the pitcher right here. Let's see when he's gonna throw that thing. And as soon as I see it's coming straight to the middle, I know I'm swinging at it. You know what I'm saying? That it just lock eyes with the ball as soon as you can. And I know I'm throwing a lot of stuff at you guys very, very quick. But like I said, this is a beginner's perspective video. Now, if you'll see right here in the bottom left corner, you see how kind of I'm not, you see how kind of, you got to line your PCI up with where the ball is to get a perfect hit, okay? But one thing I want you guys to do, especially you beginner guys, is to kind of like when you're practicing your hitting, after you go into custom practice and you really want to practice your hitting, don't focus on moving the PCI around too much. When you first start trying to practice your hitting, don't focus on moving your PCI. Your PCI here is this indicator right here, the yellow indicator I'm moving around right here, that I would move to try to hit a pitch. Don't focus on moving that around so much, okay? Don't focus on trying to match it every single time at first where the ball's going to go. Focus on watching that ball come to the strike zone. Focus on your timing of your swing. Focus on the timing of your swing, because once you can get your timing down, you'll be able to, then you can focus on moving your PCI and getting them down in the same motion. I feel like a lot of people come out here, they're instantly, slamming their PCI down like I did just like there as an example. I threw my PCI down trying to react super quick instead of focusing on my timing in the swing, okay? So that's what you need to do. Timing of the swing is the time that you would press X to swing at the ball. For you new guys, normal swing is X. I would recommend using normal swing for everything. That's what I do. I feel like power swing low shrinks your PCI. I think he just got me there. I just see, as you can see in the bottom left corner, I was just too late on that pitch. And I think contact swing is circle. I think there's certain instances that's more advanced level. There's certain instances where you would use those different types of swings, but I feel like that is more advanced. Okay. I feel like that is a more advanced tip, and I'm just swinging it. I'm literally doing what I'm telling y'all not to do. I'm swinging at everything. But if you lock in here and look at the pitcher, I see the pitch. It's going down. I should have known it was a strike. Like I said, that's one reason I wanted to get this video out to you guys. Not only is it the first video on this channel, so welcome to the channel if you guys are new, and I appreciate y'all being here. But I wanted to give my beginner perspective as well, because I feel like a lot of tip videos come from people who have been playing the game for so long, and so their point of view on it is more advanced by default. Like, even if they're not trying to be, by default, it is more advanced, and not all beginners can follow such an advanced point of view. Okay, so that is something I want to stress. Like this video, I just hope that there is something that you can take from this and apply it to your game in any way to try to help you. And some of you guys that are more advanced or have been playing this game for a long time might watch this video and say that this is absolutely, utterly ridiculous that this guy is giving y'all hitting tips. But guess what? I don't care, because I'm just trying to help people get into the game just like I did here recently. So that's all we're trying to do here, man. And Shohei, see, I could have lowered it down and went to the right. I did not, because I'm still a beginner. I am not tracking the ball as well as I should be. But I am also showing you that even if you don't track the ball exactly where it goes, you can still be able to hit. Like I said, there's going to be more advanced tips and tricks that you're going to find. And by all means, if you can translate any of those into your game, by all means do it. By all means do it, okay? This is not the end-all be-all of tip trick videos at all. Those are just a couple of the things that I wanted to stress to you guys. Now, one thing I want to talk about is for you guys who mostly play Diamond Dynasty, who, like I do, I play Diamond Dynasty. Let's go to Diamond Dynasty. One thing I want to stress is this. Know your your capabilities. Okay. I am an online player. I like to play online, but with this game, I understand that I'm still learning the game, and I understand that I need some more time to get used to the game and to practice my hitting and get into the rhythm of things. So I'm not running and jumping online to, play online. I'm not doing that because, you know, I don't feel like that's a good idea. Now, one thing I will say about hitting, because this is a hitting tips video, and we'll get into a Diamond Dynasty video later. But as far as hitting tips go for Diamond Dynasty, I want to say this. One thing you have to understand is and let me move my camera here. One thing you have to understand is that certain cards are going to hit better than other cards. Okay? I mean, I know that sounds cliche, but like I said, this is a beginner tips video. When you're trying to hit, like for let's say like these are diamond cards. So a lot of these are diamond cards, and I have a golden here because I was doing a challenge with him. Like for instance, let me just give you an example. This card, like these bronze cards, these bronze and common cards. I mean, you can see there. I mean, if this is all you have, so some of you guys are gonna have just these type of cards when starting out. You might think, oh, this is terrible. Because of their ratings, they're not. Excuse me. Because of their ratings, they're not gonna hit. Even if you follow every tip in the book, you can follow every tip in the book, and you can be a master hitter at this game and develop amazing tips that even I haven't even talked about on this game, on this video or in this game. And because these cards are lower, even some of the diamond cards, their hitting ratings aren't the best. They're not going to hit as well as some of these other cards that you can potentially get in this game. Okay, so that is another thing you have to understand. That is, and I know it sounds like, oh, I feel like it's a given thing that you should understand, but like I said, I'm coming from a beginner's perspective, and this is to help beginners who are just getting into the game. Okay, I'd like to stress that because I know people are going to flood me in the comments. Oh, why would you do this? Why would you do that? Why would you do this? Don't do that. I'm trying to help beginners. Now, like I said, tip number 1 was patience. Be patient. Wait for your pitch. A lot of the pro tips, if you can, like I said, if you can translate any of those tips that they can give you, more experienced content creators and pros at this game, if you can take any of those tips and apply it to your game, by all means, do that. Okay, but I wanted to give my beginner perspective on it. One thing a lot of people are gonna tell you that you really need to have is precision rings for your controller and control freaks for your analog sticks. I do not use those. I have also not tried them yet. Is it something that I will do in the future? Probably. But you do not have to have those to play this game. A lot of people are going to tell you that you have to have those in order to play this game. You do not. Let me stress that right now. Will that take your game to the next level? Possibly yes, depending on your skill level. But you do not have to have those in order to play this game. So I don't want people to think, watch a video or a tip video, because one of the number one things everybody's going to say is, you got to get this, you got to get this, and then they're going to hit you with, oh, you have to use my code to order these. You do not have to have those to play this game. They will give you an advantage. But if you're just looking to casually play this mode, or just get into, more of an offline grind with this game mode or this game, I don't see you needing those. If you want to be one of the top players in the world on online ranked, then by all means go get you your friend Kyle Precision Rings, Little Man Control Freaks, the whole bundle. All right, go do that. All right, but if you're just wanting to casually play the game, you don't need those. Okay. As far as like my tips that I wanted to give y'all for this video, I think that's the majority of them. Just a couple of beginner perspective tips. That's what I wanted to give y'all today as my first video on the BMC The Show channel, where we play MLB The Show. We're going to be playing a lot of Diamond Dynasty. Also, we're going to be streaming on Twitch. If you guys are interested in coming through to some of the streams, I'm going to leave a link to that in the description. Like I said, I really appreciate y'all. This is a new this is a new kind of area for me, and I just wanted to be able to share my thoughts and what I feel could help new beginners at the game. So I really appreciate y'all. This is your boy BMC, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Hit that sub button if you want more content. I'm gonna put content out anyways, but hit that sub button if you want more. I'd love to see y'all on the new channel. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a blessed day, man.